Judgment is upon you. You stand condemned. Guilty. Your penance is due. Guilty. Through me, justice is served. Your penance is due. You stand condemned. Guilty.
Do your worst. Hear my prayer. Flee. Grant us your blessing. Yield. Hear my prayer. Do your worst. Yield. Flee. Do your worst. We shall prevail. Yield. Flee.
Try not to enjoy this.
Oh, so sorry. Freeze.
Hear my prayer. Do your worst.
Just like we rehearsed.
This moment will be frozen in time. Don't push your luck. Cool it.
Grant us your blessing. Yield. Do your worst. Yield. Hear my prayer.
Let's spark things up.
Oh, so sorry.
Help! Go! Yahoo! Yeah, yeah. Fry your hand into the fire.
You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little...
Let's play. Time for takeoff. Here we go. Brace yourselves.
Surrendering will be gentle.
Think you can get away? Yeah.
Shudder!
This is order. Ride! Let's get down to business.
Freeze to the core! Beg for mercy.
My blade!
Yeah. Crush!
The fairy? Finally, I...
Beg for mercy. Barbados, guide us. Shudder! Vengeance will be mine!
This is long overdue. Access denied.
I will have order. Gather.
Born of ice and frost. All hail.
Rack and ruin! I condemn you!
Why do you...
Add Astro. Thank you for
Knights and aristocrats share the same cultural heritage. But the knights had enough sense to do away with all the superfluous detail.
Ad Astra Avisask. We meet again, you two.
Hi, Catherine. Do you have any
Commissions, huh? Oh, how about this?
wait.
And if possible...
Huh? What kind of commission is that?
I see. In that case, please go to Port Armos and...
Hey, that's not any better.
Mm-hmm.
Paimon.
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually,
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of chance would... Ah, so it's Nahid. So it's been you... Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways. And I even had a really... It was another dream about the... In my dream, I also got to sit on the... You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sub-Zero's festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time. Huh? No! By the way, have you... Yes, I paid her a visit right after her condition is stabilized. But for the moment... Right. Who knows? So our first prior... Oh! Good point. Let's continue our... Okay, so do you have any idea? Actually, I've already done a little bit of work on that. I've already tried that. It seems that from the very beginning... Have you already caught the same... I'm guessing not yet. In any case, No, wait, you mean it'd be too... No, it's not... Doing that would be ignoring the safety of... That's a good point. We're in the dark as of now. Since we... After all, every... Nahida, you're super... According to a popular theory from... Okay, but I'm... Well, Then I should find someone who's all... You're saying we should recruit a spy? Oh, before coming back, we met someone named Al-Haytham. He seems like he acts alone, and he likes doing stuff behind the Academia's back. They probably aren't in cahoots. Actually, I already have someone in mind. Do you still remember that female scholar named Setaria? Setaria? Paimon remembers now. Isn't she the one who's always trailing behind the Grand Sage of the Academia? We ran into her basically every time the Sub-Zero's festival repeated itself. You could even say we're old enemies by now. Paimon still remembers the smug and mean way she always spoke to Nilu. I've always liked observing all kinds of people, and Setaria has always stood out from the crowd. She was born in the desert and was hailed as their greatest genius. Her academic gifts allowed her special admission into the Academia, and also, the name Sitar later on. Soon after, the star began to wane, but in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and... From the sound of it, but she doesn't really support the Academia. She still feels guilty about not doing more for the desert. Indeed. She's suppressing a lot of guilt. But before she realized it, she had already been right. That way, from my past observation, tomorrow afternoon just happens to be a shopping to prepare. Let's go check... This should be Setaria's favorite fortune. No, I already have enough information on talking style.
My poor lost lambs. Have you become troubled over your fates? The divine voice of wisdom.
Huh?
Shh!
Only mocking the...
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Health prospects. Oh, the gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed. Your life shall continue on for... Huh? Many... Hurried. Actually...
Is that so?
If you were to bring some...
Is this another one of Sat? Yep. It belongs to a king. When I start talking with him.
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some...
We caught wind of...
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't...
Speaking of...
I suppose you could say it all... After that, I began making pottery by myself.
That's nice.
So is your
Oh, no, not anymore.
I see. I'll have someone in charge of logistics.
No problem.
This should be our final stop. Sataria. Nahida, It's my duty to protect Samira's city.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before. Huh? If I recall...
That's... After all, I grew up in Lipite. I'm still...
What an admirable... So this restaurant...
That's right.
I see.
So, was that what's the point? Sataria's already... I remember that although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the faith of... Oh, Paimon gets it now! Although she knows she should return home... Well, the Scarlet King is long gone. And Sataria is also too... If we simply engaged her under the... But... So, you... Yep. As long as ever... so that's how you're going... Exactly. Huh? That's no problem at all. Although I've been observing humans for a while, You're not wrong. If it was a... Yeah, don't be... All right.
You want to learn some Favonia's blade work? All right then, I'll teach you. Oh yes, I'll teach you all right. Mark my words.
Oh, here she comes. Satori! Let's quietly follow her. As for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you. Looks like they've already started talking. Let's find...
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me is a very
of course.
Okay then. Strange. I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names? Are you sure?
Well, actually...
Huh, I see.
So...
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you...
A mess?
Well,
I hear you. The gods are at Sitaria.
Why haven't I got...
Sitaria, why don't you...
And if I may ask, Nabia, is there a specific god who's speaking?
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking...
The Scarlet King? Even though news of the Scarlet King's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the Academia.
What insolence! I am the Scarlet King's most loyal believer.
Oh, no. As a child, I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait!
Whoa! Well done. Sitaria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss. To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core. Aw, Nahida. All I know are some... Anyway, and...
He's out of games now, right on cue. Let's get ready to possess him right away!
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again? Gardening? But don't you hate everything to do with plants? I still remember getting mad at you for secretly throwing away the bonsai that I gave you as a present.
You see, a friend told me that the secret to self-improvement is to work on things you're not so good at.
Fair enough. I didn't think that was something you would consider. Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any... Oh, that's good to hear. I've been thinking a lot about him. If I could get some more time off, I'd love to pay him a visit. Actually, while we're talking about him, is he still living in Port Ormos?
Yeah, he's been retired there for a while.
If you could find the time, please write him a letter. Please pass on that recently, faith in the Scarlet King has taken root in Port Ormos and has begun to spread across Sumeru. He has a quick temper and has always been a devout follower of the Dendro Archon. I don't want him to get into a fight with those Scarlet King believers because of a difference in beliefs.
Oh? So, who are you siding with in all of this? The Academia or the Scarlet King? I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you chose to betray the Scarlet King, and now you spend all your time with those crooks from the Academia.
Akeem, you don't mean you've also become a believer of the Scarlet King?
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
Can't pick a side? Me?
Whoa! Ivan had no idea you'd be so good at this!
You really zeroed in on the issue and put it right in front of her. It might feel a bit overwhelming for Sitaria. But once everything is over, I'll be sure to pay her a visit to her mind and explain everything. Anyway, let's keep going.
Come on! Sitaria's already started talking with she...
So, Shishan, have you noticed anything weird in the city lately? Like, as if someone was trying...
Oh, right. Speaking of strange things, I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival so many times that I lost count. That was really weird.
Wait, how could you be aware of that? That should be impossible. Nothing in the report indicated anything like that.
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's lowly tricks could never deceive all of Sumeru's citizens?
Sean, don't tell me that you've converted to the Scarlet King as well!
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of the Scarlet King. In reality, shouldn't you be the one who is ashamed? You, who works side by side with the Academia and treated people as nothing more than experimental subjects?
Please, please stop!
Even now, Satari is still trying to remember. She can no longer justify everything to herself. Hey, she's trying to talk to the guards! This is the most important part of—
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct? Please, try to remain— Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side.
Heretics? What kind of heresy are you talking about?
The Scarlet King! Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead. It's impossible.
Miss Sataria, nothing is impossible.
You know my name?
The Scarlet King is immortal, and you must face the truth, Sataria. You tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Academia's grasp on you will become, and the deeper you will be ensnared. Child of the Scarlet King, never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of the Scarlet King.
Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
It seems that no matter where I run, I only keep finding more believers of the Scarlet King. I have to say, this is a familiar feeling. I've also been run, but no matter how much I may try to—
You won't necessarily lose. That's not important. If you could provide some
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendipity. Your appearance must be a fated opportunity for me to get out of this wretched situation. Please tell me, what can I do for you?
How much do you know about the Sage's current activities?
I was just one of the designers for the masked dream harvest scheme, which is what happened around the Sub-Zero's festival. But I know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I'd assume that only staff with the highest clearance would have access to those confidential documents. I've just been working to meet the Grand Sage's specified requirements. However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city, and even the sages are still quite wary of him.
To fight against the Academia.
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm in a— One thing, though. I won't be able to transfer the documents to you. Let me—
The Academia entrance.
Don't worry about that. I'm only suggesting this location because it'll draw more scrutiny for me to leave the Academia again. It'll be safest for me to distract the guards long enough to hand you the documents.
All right, I trust you.
So, if I were to successfully complete this task, would it mean I've atoned for my wrongdoings?
That'll depend on the judgment of the Dendro Archon.
The Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered. As the God of Wisdom, she's also the one responsible for judging and guiding the scholars. Maybe it's time for me to find a god to believe in.
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring Sataria to our side! The Traveler's execution was ingenious. She's the one who deserves all the praise. Well, now that we've made plans to meet again tomorrow evening, all we can do is pray for Sataria's mission to go off without a hitch. Pray? But if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we just praying to you? God of Wisdom and Guardian of the Scholars? No. The truth is the true Guardian of Scholars. I've always believed that. Anyway, let's meet again tomorrow evening at the Adventurers Guild. Catherine, we're here! Oh, you are the other Catherine, right? That's right. I suppose I'm the other Catherine in your mind. Shh! We're on a secret mission tonight, so we need to protect Catherine's identity. Yep, Paimon's right. We cannot fully rule out the chance that the meetup tonight is just a trap. If something were to happen, my existence may be the only. After all, the academia. Yep, exactly. Just what Paimon was thinking. Anyway, enough about that. Off? What do you feel is off? It's the middle of the night. No, I think she's. If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets. Huh. Maybe it's just a coincidence. I also can't quite figure. Well, regard. There really aren't many people out right now. Let's hope it'll be this quiet in front of the academia, and that Sataria managed to distract all the guards.
More speed.
This hour of the night.
Ah, the triumphant hero returns at last. And to a rather spectacular welcome. even if I do say so myself.
You're the outcast, expelled from the academia.
Indeed I am. Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor. If you're looking for your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
The people of Sumeru City. What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world. My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
No, what should we do? These are all just regular people. Leave now. You need to get out of here. What? That guy's a Fatui Harbinger! We can't just leave you here! Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru! Don't worry. We'll meet again outside of the city.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the god of wisdom.
This should be far enough. Whew. Paimon needs to catch her breath first. Is Nahida going to be okay? We only made it out because of her. Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new Harbinger here, let alone such a high-ranking one. That guy was number 2. So scary. He called himself the Doctor. Remember, Tainari told us about him. Sataria did say that someone who once got expelled from the academia came back recently. And that even the sages are wary of him. Yep, sounds like she must have been talking about the Doctor. Yeah, now that the Doctor's in the picture, we're no longer just dealing with the academia. They're in cahoots with the Fatui. But what are the Fatui after this time? Yeah, things would be a lot easier with Nahida's help. Nahida said we'll meet again outside of the city. You mean... Oh, right! Even though he turned it down, there's no time to lose.
Hold it right there! A blonde-haired traveler and a floating fairy. We've got you all right. Take a look around.
Are you mercenaries from the Corps of 30?
Corps of 30? We're not. We are an elite brigade that commands the highest.
The outcast? But why wouldn't the Doctor just send
still wasting.
You're up!
Following orders.
For Rex Lapis! Access denied.
This is order. Stabilize.
Freeze to the core. Beg for mercy.
It isn't over yet! Here comes reinforcements!
I will have order. Solidify.
Blaze over.
That was pretty rough. Is that what elite mercenaries are like? Yeah, looks like we'll have to keep our guards up. But this doctor guy seems like a pretty tough opponent. He knew exactly where to set up an ambush. Did he predict that we would try to find Tighnari? Going up against smart people is tough. Anyway, let's keep going.
We're way behind schedule.
Oh, it's the Traveler and Paimon. What are you two doing back? Kale! It's nice. To be as a result, Master. Oh, Kale. Speaking of Tighnari, did he? Oh, Master Tighnari? He left. I thought it was weird too. Master Tighnari. No, I only found out that he left through a message to leave in such. Master Tighnari, I know that before he became a research base, huh? Oh, we don't have a lot of time, so let's go look for him at Party's DI. Don't worry. I got it. Will do.
Total 5 dusk birds.
Oh, good. I was just thinking.
Wait! Look who it is! Thank goodness you're okay. We were so worried about you. Hey! This was supposed to be a Actually, it's very smart of the Traveler to be plus. It's not like you could have known even a pool of stagnant. Paimon feels like only the real. Huh? Well, we understand that when you left instead. Luckily, I wouldn't be. I gave away my. Also, would that mean you'd no longer be able to jump between? Plus, we shouldn't give up. Actually, yes, I have. You didn't come here for. We're looking for us. Okay.
Next on the agenda.
Traveler?
The voice! It's Hypatia!
What a pleasant surprise.
Who's this? She's a scholar we met in the video. Oh, I see.
That's right, we're old friends.
Hypatia, you're wait, no. Did you already fit?
My consciousness.
You did it? Congratulations!
It's so when my consciousness made contact with the god.
That sounds incredible!
Oh, all right. Remember? My current self has not only gained.
You can do that? I've never heard of anything like...
Hold on.
Oop.
All right now. Hold my hand. I'll...
Okay.
Ready?
It took 3 betrayals for me to finally understand. The world is just an elaborate tapestry of lies. My fury will never be quelled. The first to betray me was a god. My creator. My mother. Valuing strength above all, she saw no worth in me and I was discarded. The second was a human. My family. My friend. Consumed by fear, he saw me as an abomination. The third was one exactly like me. A hope for the future. A fledgling barely out of the nest. Powerless before his mortality, he broke his promise to me. Humans, they can't be trusted. And the gods fill me with pure loathing. So I said good riddance. I denounce the world and laugh in its face. My chest will never again be defiled by worldly filth. I will scrub away every last trace of human emotion. Then it will be empty, a blank slate, and ready to receive a supreme gnosis, brimming with pure divinity. There is no need to fear. The pain will be brief. Your era is coming to an end.
What was that? Did we actually just see the... But how is he connected to the...
You saw it, right? You felt it, right? Such a majestic god! Alas, shame. If only that which...
Do you understand now? I'm afraid this is no periporno life, but rather...
You! I found divine wisdom.
Apasia?
That's how I always thought Wait, have I... already lost my mind?
Wait, something...
Oh, the Traveler's back?
Nahida was controlling your body for a while. After that, Tainari heard the commotion and came over. He helped us defeat the mercenaries and then he ran with us all the... What? Wait, then...
I never imagined that an individual's consciousness could be transferred around like this. Also, while we were running, the doctor has found a way to trap but even in a moonless night.
Oh no! Was that message all she left for us? It's pretty vague. Oh, that makes sense. Since the doc even in a moonless night, huh? Paimon, didn't Nahida use a starlight analogy before? It had something to do with Sataria. Oh, but she's a...
Paimon.
You...
That's all right. I've spent some time...
Thank you, Tainari.
Then all I know is that project has something to do with the restoration of Irminsul.
Huh? Did you see something? Like, what?
Do you have any evidence?
Tainari, did...
I did. I noticed if I didn't take action. Now that you mention it, but I still didn't expect them to do something. The doctor, from your description, but then...
Yeah, it feels like we're still nowhere close to figuring out the Sage's goals. Right, we've pretty...
I'll stay here for now. If you're planning to, come find me here if there's...
Thanks, Tainari.
Oh, good. I was just thinking that the silk flowers at the Feiyun Commerce Guild needed watering. The transport coordinators will probably moan about the muddy mountain roads again, though. Next on the agenda...
What you got?
Another time. Another test subject.
Next on the agenda... We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda...
A fellow gambler. New punching bag.
We're way behind schedule.
Because things are so...
Our Samiel defenses must be maintained at all times. Please stay safe.
We're way behind schedule.
Our Samiel defenses must be maintained at all times. Please stay safe. For spices this time.
here. So, just past this wall is the... Oh, wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the outside.
Enough gawking. Come on, follow me.
Huh?
Over here.
Oh, Ethan went that way! Let's hurry up and follow him. Wonder what he's up to.
What the? Where did she go? How did we lose him?
More Aram...
You were too careless. You should have noticed those There's no need to thank me. I've never cared to keep... All I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across.
You really gave Paimon a scare, Alhaitham. Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the...
Oh, so you've already landed yourselves on the Academe. However...
Oh, right. You...
I have no interest in... And these days... Not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still in... Everyone says... Which brings me back... The leader of Ain al-Ahmar used the Divine Knowledge Capsule right in front of you. And upon seeing him, to have that kind of reaction...
Alhaitham, you...
So that's your answer. But that does prove you do have some... No matter.
That's right!
Then I'd suggest starting with Aru Village.
It's always better to try...
Next on the agenda... We're way behind schedule. We're way behind schedule.
Before us lies Aru...
Whoa, this landscape...
Cyno. Unless my memory fails me, We have barely spoken 2 words to each other before now at the Academia. Would you care to enlighten me as to when and how I invited the General Mahamatra's wrath?
Al-Haytham, do not think you can escape my judgment just because you managed to escape my attack.
Judgment? So that's how you'd characterize your actions here, is it? Or would elimination perhaps be a more accurate description?
Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me. Though styled like an assassination, I sought only to ensure that my target would be unable to flee or resist. Standard practice for the Matra, as well you know.
Seemed to me more like your own personal touch.
Who is that, Al-Haytham? Did you call him General Mahamatra?
Yes. General Mahamatra Cyno, head of all the Matra at the Academia. He's a formidable hunter, and the ultimate nightmare for any who have committed academic crimes.
You seem to have placed a lot of trust in Al-Haytham, to the point of blocking an attack for him. If I were you, I'd never choose to side with him. I wouldn't believe a single word that comes out of his mouth. I have been pursuing this scribe for a long time. I urge you, stand back and do not seek to defend him any longer. Otherwise, there will be consequences.
Has Al-Haytham...
I won't waste my breath. Take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding on your person.
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes a Matra's senses.
Wait, the divine knowledge capsule? Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Cyno. But I must admit, I'm very curious. What does this capsule mean to you? And why, as General Mahamatra of the Academia, are you all alone in the desert? As far as I'm aware, the other Matra have been speculating about your disappearance. Have you been given a mission that's, let's say, morally dubious? If I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your authority and resources to judge me within the walls of the Academia?
I should have known you'd be different.
You two? Ugh.
Well, look at you two, acting all tough and self-righteous over there.
Wait, Dia? Great! Finally, someone to... You gotta help us out here. Otherwise...
Yeah, sure looks that way. 2 giants from the Academia duking it out once and for all. Not something you get to see every day, that's for sure. Listen, I know you academic types love to fill up your big brains with self-righteous morality and lord your empty rules and virtues over each other. But how dare you bring your petty disputes into the safe haven of Aru Village? It seems like someone's gonna have to beat some sense into your thick skulls until you finally learn to respect these grounds. Hey,
Whoa, what's going on? The wind's so...
Another sandstorm? What's up with these recently?
Hey! All of you, over here, quickly! We have to take cover!
Someone's calling for us! Oh, this wind is too strong! Let's get over there!
That sounded like Candace. Come on, you two. Jeez, are all of you academia folks such hard work? Move it!
All right, stop yelling.
Well, this is pretty awkward. Hey, wanna play sardines with 3 people who wanna tear each other limb from... The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm dies down. Please, let me introduce myself. I am Candace, protector of Aru Village.
Our savior has come at last! Nice to meet you, Candace. The name's...
There's no...
Wow, she's so gentle and caring, like a nice older sister.
All right. Now that we're all better acquainted, as a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, I was observing your conflict from afar, even before the sandstorm started. And now that you have set foot within Aru Village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely sure that you pose no threat whatsoever to us. So please, have an honest and sincere conversation with one another, and put your hostile feelings to rest. If anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sandstorm.
Oh, on second thought, Paimon may have misjudged Candace's character.
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia. Do I make myself clear?
All right, we got it, Candace.
That's what I like to hear. So, which of you will begin?
I was supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now. Anyway, one of those two should probably start talking.
Wait, that was you trying to be a mediator?
I have nothing to hide, so there's no shame in explaining myself. While Al-Haytham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission. Rather, I've chosen to exile myself.
Huh? Exile yourself?
A little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Academia's project planning and development files. What little they did report clearly did not match the project's actual progress. As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. However, to my surprise, the person responsible for the erroneous data was none other than Grand Sage Azar himself. I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request, but I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of incriminating evidence were carefully concealed from me. I began to realize that they were cautious of me from the very beginning. Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as soon as the submission reached his desk. He even said to me, "The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages. You have no right to judge us."
So they really are up to no good.
I realized then that to the Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing more than tools for the sages to assert and maintain their control over knowledge. The vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold, they are meaningless to the academia of today.